Hi, everyone. Well, today we're going to be looking at the 2026 Veterans Benefits of California. What's new, what's changed, and how you can take advantage of the benefits that you did earn. First, let me say, if you served, thank you very much. This video is for you, your family, and anyone that's trying to help a veteran navigate benefits.
So now we go to the first change, and it's not just California, it's also a federal change. It's called the COLA, or the cost of living increase. So your VA disability compensation and many of the veterans benefits increased this year by 2.8%, and this is to help keep up with inflation. What this did is it boosted the disability payments, the special monthly compensation, and pension amounts. Now, more compensation was added for spouses, children, and parents with ratings of 30% or higher. There are clothing allowances, indemnity compensation, dependency. Other assistance programs also did increase. The VA Life offers up to $40K in life insurance with guaranteed acceptance for disabled veterans, and housing grants amounts created for specially adapted housing. That's a SAH for severe disabilities. Now we have the military retirement income tax inclusion. Now, this is a new tax inclusion for military retirees. Veterans that are already receiving military retirement pay and their qualifying surviving spouses can now exclude up to $20,000 of that income from state tax each year. Now, they do need to meet certain income levels, limits, that there are single filers and joint filers. This actually did start in 2025, which when you're filing your 2026 taxes is where you'll be able to take this break. What this exclusion does is it just helps the retired service members keep more of their income, as you know, here in California's high cost of living environment. Another new California law in 2026, it excludes VA disability compensation from income calculations for court fee waiver eligibility. What it does is it reduces barriers for vets. Now, this is something that you will have to register for. Our next benefit is the Veterans ID and DMV. So veterans can now add the veteran designation to their California driver's license or any ID they have, making it much easier to access benefits. Disabled veterans with 100% service-connected rating can also qualify for disabled veteran license plates. Now, this now does include things that are free or discounted towards your vehicle registration and parking privileges, and it also depends on local rules of each city and state. There's also a clothing allowance and other special benefit allowances from the VA that adjusted with the cost of living. Now we have property tax exemptions for the veterans. You have two. The disabled veterans exemption, and it says if you are 100% disabled due to a service-connected condition, you can reduce the assessed value of your home majorly. For example, in 2026, a basic exemption can reduce taxable value by around $180,000 or more, and a low-income exemption can increase even further than that. Again, you do have to qualify for this. The second one is the Veterans Property Tax Exemption. And this is actually more of a basic exemption for any qualifying veteran and their spouses. That will help reduce the value on the property taxes are based on. So you have the two, disabled veterans exemption and veterans property tax exemption. You have the VBE project. Now that stands for Medi-Cal and Veterans Benefit. If a veteran is on Medi-Cal, then the VBE project helps them connect to additional federal benefits, like their pensions, medical coverage, and or prescriptions. So this next one is a big one, especially here in California. It's the housing and homelessness support. California is currently and continuing to expand the veteran housing with Prop 1 funding. Seen it here in Los Angeles, seeing the tiny homes coming up, and more places are being built that are affordable for vets and people that are at risk of homelessness. You've also got the CalVet and Home Key Plus programs that help local communities to build supportive housing. You have the CalVet Home Loans. Now, it's a veteran-specific home loan program with competitive terms and historically low foreclosure rates. I'm a realtor, as you know, and I have been seeing this with the VA loans. They're great loans for vets to get. And lastly, you have the Veterans Home of California. Now, there are 8 veterans homes across the state that offer long-term care, skilled nursing for qualified veterans, and assisted living. Okay, next up is education and tuition benefits. Got to listen to this one. The CalVet College Fee Waiver Program. Now, dependents of veterans, they have to be eligible, have to go in and file for it, especially for veterans who are disabled or deceased. They can actually attend CSU, that's California State University, USC, University of California, or SCC, that's the California Community College, with their tuition waived. Guys, this is big. That really can mean really major savings if you're planning college for your kids or your spouse. And California just recently expanded the eligibility by raising the income limit so more families can qualify more than ever. So California does also offer additional perks that don't always get enough attention. For example, property tax exemptions for disabled vets. Now that does vary by income and disability level. Priority employment services and career support through EDD. Veteran-focused health services, like women's care and vision care, those are through the VA and state partnerships. So make sure that you always check your eligibility rules. This screen shows you various places you can go to navigate these benefits. You've got the CVSO, there's a website there for that. There's the CalVet website. There's the VA.gov website. And then the Social Security Administration. I'm sure most of you are familiar with these, but for those of you that are not, here are websites for you to go to get help.
Okay, so thank you everybody for watching. We sure hope you found this video useful. If you did, give us a like, subscribe, and please feel free to even make a comment below. Until our next video, see you then.